Contouring is very critical step in radiotherapy planning process because wrong contouring, suboptimal contouring can affect on treatment outcome and patient survival. Moreover, it can lead to increased acute term and long term toxicities if the target volumes or OARs are not properly drawn. And good quality contouring is likely to become even more important as uncertainty margins are becoming smaller in guidelines and online adaptive radiotherapy also making its way in daily practice. Next slide, please. So we don't have to just focus on the contouring part. We have to focus on the workup before contouring, that we get adequate information uh, uh, for the tumor extent from physical examination, endoscopy findings, using multi-modality imaging for diagnosis wherever it is required, like CT scan, MRI, PET imaging, or if we are planning neoadjuvant chemotherapy or surgery is done, then you should have the imaging, pre-chemo, pre-surgery imaging also in your hand. Next slide, please. And before in pre-contouring setup itself, you should plan ki you are going to fuse MR like in brain tumors or PET CT scan like in esophagus tumor. So you have to plan whether you will be going for additional fusion images. So accordingly, you have to make your time planner. At the same time, all the issues you have to discuss with the patients, all the benefits and risks of treatment, how, which technique you will be using, how long treatment will last, any concurrent treatment will be there like chemotherapy weekly or 3 weekly. So what will be the toxicities of that, any other financial implications, and everything documentation is must. After taking the consent, verbal consent is not enough. This for medico-legally we have to be safe, so everything should be documented for the patient also, and the doctor who is giving consent should sign with his name. And if there is any young patient or the person who has not completed family and risk of infertility is there, if the area is coming in between the in the radiation field, then we have to give option for ovum or sperm banking because now in many centers it is available. So that option also we should keep in mind. Next slide. Coming to the simulation part, we have to follow the simulation protocol site-wise, but some preliminary work like rule out any renal disease, allergy to drug, or if patient is pregnant or not. You want to give any fasting protocol for the patient for pelvic malignancy or bladder protocol or deep inspiration, breath hold teaching. So all this you have to plan 2-3 days before and counsel patient and tell patients that the procedure will be like that, so that they will be mentally prepared for how much time it will take, how it will be given. It should not be a sudden thing for the patient. Give them proper counseling and time, and decide in the meantime you decide your plan and explain to the technician what position it will be and what immobilization devices you are going to use. Make sure that immobilization devices which you are using, a headrest or mouth bite or any abdominal compression device, see that it is reproducible, and don't forget that fiducials are placed and these are correctly placed. Match with the lasers. Uh, don't depend only on the technologists. Make sure that some in between you are also checking the fiducials are placed properly. Next slide. And then if you have any lung patient, breast patient, then you are planning for ITV, then decide on what technique you will be using. If any scar marks are there, then it's better to put a marker on that also, so that you know while contouring key how much you have to plan. If there is any skin infiltration or laryngeal tumor which is extending till anterior commissure, you may require skin bolus. uh, and in breast cancers you may need to know the lower extent of breast, contral ipsilateral or contralateral. If it is BCS, then ipsilateral also. Then all those things you have to pre-plan. It's better to make a form where all these things are written and you tick for a particular site, particular patient, all these things are marked. So at the same time, you decide any further imaging or for fusion you are going to do in the same position, then take dates from nuclear medicine department or radio diagnosis department and plan accordingly. Next slide, please. So pre-contouring screening, here I will stress on the point that before starting contouring, just go through all the images, your CT scan images and the fusion images, go through that. Find out any other site of metastasis is not there, any other lesion is not there, and disease what you saw at the time of diagnosis and now it has not progressed over time, and then coordinate with your nuclear medicine physician. If you have any uncertainty regarding tumor extent post surgery, then discuss with your seniors or colleagues from radio diagnosis and surgery department. Read the operative notes, discuss with the pathologist in case of any doubt is there. Next slide. During the contouring, you make a structure template and follow the coding and nomenclature as per your institute policy. If you don't have or you are not following, then you can refer many RTOG templates, and A, AAPM report is there, ICRU report is there, so you can follow that. Be well versed with your contouring software. Use automatic segmentation tools if these are available, and adhere to the site-wise guidelines, institutional guidelines for target volume delineation. Unless it is in context of ongoing clinical trial, then you may need to follow as per the trial protocol. Inform your physicist that he should not change the clinician created structure set. If he want extra for planning, he should create another structure set. Maybe some understanding between the physicist and clinicians can have as per institute policy. They can decide. And then when you are when you are prescribing your dose, be very meticulous in giving each detail, how much total dose, what will be the dose per fraction, and whether it will be a sequential plan, SIB plan, or how many phases you are going to treat, or there is any adaptive radiotherapy planning you are thinking in between, then how many fractions you want to go ahead, and after how many fractions you want to re check the contours, and give proper priorities to the OARs and target volumes. You can refer the guidelines for that. And if the PTV is overlapping with the critical structures like brainstem, optic chiasma, spinal cord, then better to create PRV, and then that is planning risk volume, and then tell your physicist also about the same and give those constraints for PRV. Next, coming to the personal care, if you are well, then definitely your patient also will be well and will be taken care well. And so, if you have started just learning the contouring, it may take some time for you to uh, uh, become expert, and then slowly it will be very fast for us. So, initial stages head and neck usually take 2 to 3 days, and then when you are expert it takes just 1 hour to contour. But when you are in learning process, then many residents they found themselves in backache or wrist fatigue syndrome. So that time you can use the devices which will be helpful to you, like ergonomic mouse or pen tablet. So some of our residents are using that, and they gave very good feedback that it helps really. Your posture during computer work should be on your workstation should be uh, uh, good. Otherwise, you can get into long-term problems, because this is a contouring part, and we have to sit for a long time in front of computer, even for reading purpose and then for contouring purpose also. So you have to take care of your spine, eyes, and positioning. So so that care for good posture you have to give a reminder every time to yourself. And then have a practice of doing eye exercises regularly. In between, take some break. And this all we know because everybody is now using gadgets for long hours, at least 2 to 3 hours minimum per day. So these all should be taken. You should take care of your personal health also. Yeah, you should not stick to the chair for more than 30 minutes. Get up, move to your colleagues, have a talk, not during COVID, but later on, maybe. But it's not advisable to sit for long time on chair. So this is becoming a new disease, sticking to the chair. So you should take care of yourself. Post contouring, we are not going to discuss in much detail because that is totally plan evaluation and verification. That is totally which needs another classes. But in short, you can inform your physicist about if everything you have documented, but still if there is need of some verbal communication, better to communicate verbally over the phone or directly, and then discuss about the pre-treatment QA instructions and how frequently you will be doing the verifications and how whether it will be KVKV match or weekly once or twice. So decide on that, have some threshold limits for the shifts which they can do on their own, and which at which radiotherapy technologists have to inform strictly to the clinician before taking any step. And that's it for it is a long practice where you have to become master over contouring. So I wish you all the best. And on behalf of our full team, we wish you happy learning.